Hello, Summer Search community. I'm John Brennan. I'm chair of the Summer Search Bay Area Board, and on behalf of the entire board, I'd like to welcome all of you to Beyond Limits, our 2021 virtual gala. I'd like to thank all of you, national board members, staff, student, supporters, guests, and of course, the Summer Search Bay Area Board for investing an hour of your time to ensure our students can reach their full potential. 2020 was a very challenging year. It was also a year of reflection. Our roots at Summer Search are as an organization that helps youth from marginalized circumstances succeed in the world as it exists. What a brilliant idea Linda Monell came up with 31 years ago. That is still necessary and a core part of our mission. But what we have realized over the past year is it's no longer sufficient. We as a board, a staff, and as an entire Summer Search community need to be agents of change in breaking down the barriers, the systemic injustices that inhibit not only our students, but students throughout the country in achieving their full potential. For the board, this began with looking at how to change ourselves, how to learn more about those sources of inequities so that we can be better allies of change in that effort. Summer Search has also had to change in other ways this past year. As you know, we usually send our students on summer trips of discovery. However, due to COVID, travel was not possible. And so in a very short period of time and on a shoestring budget, our staff ably created virtual programs for our students so that they would have an experience of self-discovery and learning what potential can lay ahead for them in their futures. I want to thank the staff for that. It was a Herculean effort and ably done. Before you hear from other voices, I want to thank you all for not only attending, but for the generous support that I know you are all going to provide so that Summer Search not only survives, not only perseveres, but thrives in 2021 and in the years to come. And with that, let's get on with the program. Thank you very much.
Who would have known this would be the end of our normal lives? How our definition of simple has converted to social distance and quarantine, going from no boundaries to being the prisoner inside the walls of our home, wishing you could have taken advantage of all the freedom you had, wishing to feel the blazing hot sun kiss your skin on a California summer day, wishing you could say hi to that annoying neighbor they used to call the cops on you for having loud music late at night. The only conversation would be the one within me, telling myself to be patient. Telling myself that one day I'd be free again. The streets outside of my home are more silent than it's ever been. The feeling of a zombie apocalypse. As I begin this new journey, I begin to write a new history book. The history of sitting behind a screen. The history of wearing a face cover whenever I leave. The history of adapting to this new lifestyle that's much more different than the way that it used to be. I ask myself, when will things change? I came to a realization that instead of waiting for life to change, I need to move on and continue with my life. Seems like I have left it on pause like a video game that one day I'll come back to be this unbeatable stage of life. No one said it was going to be easy. Life has never been easy. A new challenge arrived and I must face it. Must go to find happiness within this pandemic. Being a first generation student, I must find a way to live life that I've worked for from sweat and tears. But I'm grateful to be in this position, no matter the conditions, because where I come from, not many are fortunate to have this opportunity. To say that I attend one of the top universities in California. To say that I come from an underrepresented community where people must fight for their freedom, must fight to receive a good quality education. My name is Edgar Galvez, and I'm rooted in Oakland, California. And I'm a first generation student and I'm surviving through COVID-19.
Thank you so much for joining us today at Beyond Limits. I'm Chris Leja, the Executive Director for Summer Search Bay Area, and I'm so thrilled to see our large and diverse community gathered together today to reflect on 2020 and celebrate the tremendous resilience of our young people. Today won't just be about the past, but about how bright our future is. Today, you'll hear from high school students, college students, those entering the workforce for the first time, teachers navigating the new normal, and supporters that have worked alongside us in partnership this past year. While 2020 was nothing any of us imagined it might be, with a pandemic that fundamentally changed how we deliver programming, to a wildfire season that was particularly brutal and that threatened the entire Bay Area, to the Black Lives Matter protests that placed race front and center in a divisive presidential election to cap things off. The thing that 2020 has illuminated is the vast inequity that exists for people of color, that has existed for more than 400 years. Yet, as we navigated this ever-shifting landscape, I remained hopeful. For 31 years, Summer Search has been breaking down barriers and fighting alongside young people in the search for equality. We stand alongside our young people, starting in their sophomore year in high school, providing access to resources, exposure, and support as they navigate their future, defining their purpose, and growing their leadership. Our program teams have worked to ensure every student and alumni continues to receive the support they count on from Summer Search. This past year, we offered a series of workshops for alumni and post-secondary students on navigating the job market, financial planning, and time management, in addition to launching our career coaching program, which provides one-on-one support. For high school seniors, our advisors were there to walk through the changing college landscape with them as they had to make decisions on financial aid packages, navigate college choice, and a virtual start to fall classes. We are incredibly proud of all of our seniors, 94% of whom started college this fall. While this summer didn't include our traditional wilderness or overseas trips, we did work with our community to provide virtual experiences and learning opportunities with 24 unique workshops on topics like interview skills, STEM career panels, discovering life's purpose, gender exploration, and more. We moved all mentoring online with group sessions held via Zoom and finished the year with our strongest retention rate for students at over 90%.
Last year influenced me as a person by helping me realize that life is short and you have to make the best of what you can while you still can.
2020, I welcome my son. He's 11 months. He was born on the 1st of March, and so 2 weeks prior to shelter in place. And it's been, that's kind of the silver lining for me, right? Like, I've been able to spend every waking moment with my family, with my son and my daughter and my wife since the pandemic started. I will never have that opportunity ever again in life unless I hit the lotto, right? And I don't take that for granted.
I'm a teacher at Oakland Unified School District, and last year rocked my world. It rocked my world because I did not ever see myself in a position that I had to teach online. I didn't know how I was going to do it. I was scared. I was nervous. And I remember the first day, I had butterflies in my stomach. I turned to my computer, and the minute I saw my students, my heart just smiled. They were so happy to be there. They were greeting one another. They were greeting me. And I thought to myself, okay, you don't know how you're going to do it, but you're going to figure it out because they deserve the best.
I want to thank Summer Search by helping me last year economically that I use for food and household expenses. And also my mentor Anita, who has been helping me practice my English. I appreciate it. Thanks.
being at home and being able to think about all those thoughts, all those things that are running through my mind that I haven't really thought about. I'm someone who's like a go type of person, someone who just likes to, like a fast-paced environment, but just being at home and having to take a step back and really prioritize my own mental health was just really important to me and different.
So much of our work is so solitary now, where we're not in an office and we can't see students. And for me, I didn't want to take those conversations for granted anymore and just focus on the rubric that I had developed as like a best practices. Instead, I wanted to show up in the phone call and offer a reprieve from the world, even if it was only for like a 15-minute conversation about what they had for breakfast, just giving me and the summer searchers an opportunity to build community instead of weighing them down with questions about, well, what's your GPA? What classes are you taking? Walk me through your syllabus. How are midterms going? And further adding the stress of an already stressful school year.
I would most definitely say that the biggest change I've had is most definitely my mentality. I feel like now I'm just more appreciative and more aware of my surroundings because I know that something so drastic like a pandemic can just remove all that from me, and I'm now more thankful for like the times that I get to spend with my family, the times I get to spend with my like working on my business.
For me, I feel like I slowly learned how to love myself, and at first I really thought that I had a really sufficient foundation for loving myself, but especially for what I went through last year, it completely fell through. I felt like there was not a balance between how much I gave myself and how much I gave others.
Summer Search gave me the opportunity to realize that I have strength inside me and I can do it. No matter if I feel like I can't, I can do it. And I just need to dig deep and get out the strength that I need to persevere.
Hi, thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Marie Pierre, and I'm an alumna of the Summer Search Boston office, former Bay Area Alumni Board co-chair, and current Bay Area board member. Summer Search has meant so much to me, both personally and professionally. As someone who has navigated both living and moving across 3 major cities where we host Summer Search site locations, I can attest to the continual support and imprint the Summer Search community has left on me. Though each city is different, Summer Search has always felt like home and continues to be both a community and outlet that I can lean on, especially during trying times such as these, which is why it is so important for me to help pay that forward as others have done for me over the years. I look back now at my experiences as a student and realize just how much mentorship has helped change my life. And while many of us may be sitting at home with family or even alone by ourselves, what this pandemic has taught me, and hopefully all of us, is the power of having someone in our lives who sees us, not only listens to us, but hears us and helps empower us when we need additional support. And you have the ability tonight to help students both gain and experience that support by helping to donate to Summer Search this evening. For those of you watching on our event page, simply click the donate button to complete your donation this evening. If you have joined friends for a virtual watch party, coworkers alike, you can visit our Beyond Limits 2021 website or text 2021 BEYOND to 41444 to donate tonight. In true Summer Search fashion, I want to say thank you 7 times over, and thank you for joining us tonight.
yes, I've dedicated myself to supporting underrepresented students, but the cases that we've had to solve over these last 2 months have been beyond what I could ever comprehend. We looked at the demographic information about who were those students. They were underrepresented students. They were international students. They were LGBTQIA students. They were low-income students. They were first-gen students. They were students of color. They were students who were already facing challenges.
Many summer searchers, you have experienced working in creative ways. Your whole lives have been about finding solutions for things that you weren't given. And when you get into the opportunity, whether it's submitting your cover letter or getting into an interview, remind people of just how many times you've already done this.
There has been a huge movement in growing a diverse workforce. As of late, it's definitely not where it should be, needs to be, but it has been something that has come top of mind in the workforce to make sure that we are, that companies are being inclusive of all backgrounds.
Recent events across the nation have left Black people feeling bereft, angry, and overwhelmed. But we also feel empowered to take action, empowered to figure out how we can use our collective wisdom, talent, and treasure to create the change we all need and rightfully deserve.
2 weeks ago, my mom came home from work quiet, and immediately I knew something was wrong because she is never quiet. She had just seen the video of George Floyd's murder and the video of the racist white woman and her former dog in Central Park. My mom was furious, flustered, fed up with these recurring acts of blatant injustice against Black people, and frankly, I am too.
The 1-2 punch of the death of Mr. Floyd and COVID-19 has shifted the grounds beneath our feet. There's no question about it. And I will tell you, it's a unique era for the people of this country, but it's also a unique era for corporations and businesses.
When the news broke in early March of the pandemic, the first thing we did was we immediately postponed all international travel. And about 2 months later, we launched the Brave New Academy, the first time we'd ever done that. About 30 of those students were from Summer Search, 20 of whom were from Summer Search Bay Area.
I was really drawn in by like the overall message, like building empathy, and that was like I wanted to know how that would work in an online setting.
There was so many surprises. I think the first thing that surprised me is that I didn't know it was going to be so diverse and such a big group. I thought it was just going to be summer searchers. I didn't think anyone was going to come internationally or like from different states. I had no idea.
You talked a little bit about like getting ready for college stuff. So you're a senior. Woo! Yeah, what are you looking forward to? How are you feeling?
I'm so looking forward to a new life. Because how I see it is that college is like a new chapter in my life. It's something I worked really hard to get to. Like I've done like a lot of things. I try to join a lot of programs, a lot of things to make me stand out so I can make good throughout college application. But I think I've also like grown a lot through these programs. I've learned so much like from Summer Search. I really learned what I like personally enjoy and what I connect with. A lot of the things I enjoy now is like things I never thought I would enjoy before. Like being in the outdoors is something I love. And I didn't know that was something I love until like I went on the Summer Search trip.
One of the things that I did early in my career was actually just find a network and a mentor and mentors that would both help me increase my knowledge about the organization as well as folks who's already doing this work. So I think just getting a mentor, someone within the organization, whether it's a personal or professional person, someone who's in your department, someone who's maybe someone who's not your manager, that you can talk to understand, as Kevin mentioned, both the politics and to understand some of the challenges that leadership are trying to solve.
Looking forward, we have much to celebrate, and many of the changes and innovations created this past year will inform our future programming in a post-COVID world. This summer, we are rolling out internships for our high school students and running all wilderness trips in the state of California for both sophomores and juniors, taking COVID safety protocols seriously. We are expanding our career and internship programming, exploring new partnerships for our college students and recent graduates to gain meaningful employment once they complete their post-secondary path. While technology cannot replace in-person interactions, we will be using virtual spaces as a way to remain connected through our newly launched Summer Search Connect, an online platform that allows our full community to engage with one another, build social capital, and access resources. The creativity, resilience, and passion of our mentors and our students is truly unstoppable.
Career coaching program was a huge asset to me, especially given the pandemic right now. I was working for Planned Parenthood. However, I came on as soon as the quarantine started. So of course I lost my job. So the career coaching program helped to connect me with Adrian, who's also into the nonprofit sector.
My connection to Iris is also through the newly formed mentorship program, and it's been a pleasure to get to know her over the past couple of months.
I'm first generation college student, just like a lot of the other students. So I didn't have family members that can just help me throughout that college process, let alone high school. So just starting off, being paired with a high school mentor and seeing the program grow into having a college mentor, I just really saw how important and how beneficial it was to have someone who understands the similar challenges that I've gone through. And of course, just having Adrian now, another step into not only myself as a summer searcher, but someone who's entering into the professional world too.
There was an opportunity to reconnect with Summer Search again. I've had a back and forth relationship with Summer Search, and this was my opportunity to pay it forward.
Losing a job, especially right out of college, was really difficult for me because I feel like when you think of college, no one, at least in my community, talked about how do you get from transitioning from a student to jumping into the professional world.
I am humbled to have been able to work with Iris and get paired up with her because she's awesome, and it's just another way of staying connected, I think, even as an alum, and being able to pay it forward. But that immediate connection as an alum, it's there. You don't have to think twice about trust. You don't have to think twice about resiliency. You don't have to think twice about the ability to connect with someone because you have that common experience.
My focus in my career is to work for a nonprofit that's based in reproductive healthcare services and the protection of reproductive rights, especially abortion rights.
So something that has brought me joy is I actually started my own small business with my little sister. She is in 5th grade and she's 11 years old, and we started our small business.
What brings me joy is spending time with my family. So either walks through a park around the neighborhood or late night snacks with my sister. I treasure every one of these moments, and that is probably one of the things that pulled me through 2020.
I feel the young people of Summer Search who I mentor go beyond limits of everyday adolescent expectations, right? As a young person who is a caregiver to a younger sibling, as a young person who has the drive to start a business, as a young person who feels the need to financially contribute to their household, these are things that they would be doing to go beyond the limits of what most adolescents are expected to do anyway, and they're continuing to do them in the middle of a pandemic. And I think it's a special thing to bear witness to.
And we make lip glosses and we sell them. So these are a few we actually just released yesterday, and they have been such a huge hit, and we are so proud of them. It's a boba collection because I'm obsessed with boba. That's what brought me joy this year. I'm really proud of us. Honestly, it just makes me so happy knowing that I'm working to what I want to be. I want to be a CEO. I want to have my own business, and I'm one step ahead each day to accomplishing my goals, and I'm really proud of us.
Young people are amazing. That's the point of the gala, right? We're supporting young people having experiences and being supported through them and growing into the adults who are going to take on the challenges the world has to offer. And I feel like Summer Search Youth do that.
I think one of the beautiful things about Summer Search is in a lot of programs when you're working, supporting somebody like we do, like I do with college access, it's kind of separated, but at Summer Search, we get to kind of be a team and wrap around support and love for students like Vanessa. So Mira and I were regularly in conversations about, and with Vanessa about like, you know, how to best offer support and, you know, just staying in the loop. And I felt like that is a really special piece of Summer Search in the way that we connect with students is that, and then bringing Adrian in after you moved on from high school, and it just, the circle gets bigger and bigger, right? As you kind of connect with more and more Summer Search staff.
This is a space that is very safe for me to talk about anything. And I feel like that was really important to me. And even though like it's a mentor and mentee relationship, each of the people that I've known in Summer Search that are adults, I feel like it's not even that. I feel like it's a friendship.
The deepest, most appreciative compliment I could get is that I'm someone's friend at this moment and not their mentor. And how my style of mentoring is that I want to be next to you in your life. I don't want to be pulling you or pushing you forward in anything that it feels, you know, you're not ready for or uncomfortable in. And I don't take that lightly, the title of mentor. That like, I'm very honored that you've shared so much of your life and used your strength of vulnerability and power in our relationship to strengthen it, because you can't become friends if it's a one-sided relationship, and I've never felt that with you.
What am I gonna do right now to do the things that I want to do? How do I want to show up for people? How do I want to build community? And I feel that's what Mira really helped me realize within myself. And I think she also opened up the new idea of taking care of yourself.
And I just really appreciated from the moment we met, like you kind of let me in, right? And you opened yourself up and your like hopes and plans and dreams and thoughts about the future, and also like all of the things you had to consider and weighing, and you brought me into your family's life, which was, I mean, some of my, you know, fondest memories are like conversations sitting at the coffee shop with you and your sister, right? Calls with your dad. Like I really felt it. I felt like I really knew you and your family. And that helped me be able to support you as you were thinking about like what was really most important after high school and like what you really wanted and what felt right to you. Because you had options, right? And it was really a matter of like, what's going to really be the right thing for me. So
I felt like I was the one to, in a way, continue a legacy from my parents. to show that what they did was not for nothing. And it was scary because I didn't know where I was gonna go. Like, yeah, you had these colleges names and like, and then you had all these tests that you had to do and this GPA, and then it's just so crazy because I got thrown into like COVID, and it's just like, whoa, like and I feel like I was really taken back by that. But to have Barb and Mira at the same time there was really helpful, because I honestly don't know what I would have done without them. But Barb she gave that love, nurturing relationship that really helped me be like, she really cares about me and she wants me to succeed. And I think that's something that I see in every Summer Search adult. And I think it's something special. And I wouldn't have anyone else than Barb to help me with that.
During the summer, in the period of transition, I met with Mira and had a very in-depth conversation about the folks on her caseload that I was being trusted with. And I remember Mira just like, Vanessa's great. You're gonna love Vanessa. If you need someone to kick off these first conversations, Vanessa shows up.
Like Adrian was the right piece of the puzzle to connect it all.
After that first conversation, being like, I owe it to myself and to Summer Searchers to show up as best as I can every time.
Vanessa, keep being you, keep showing up as your most authentic self, because you're changing our lives for the better.
My name is Teek Kelly, and I'm the chair of the National Board of Directors of Summer Search. I've been a Summer Search board member for nearly 15 years, both in the Bay Area and nationally. It's good to be with you this evening. It's not easy to be a young person right now. It's hard to be in high school. It's difficult to get into college. It's difficult being in college, particularly if college is something that's new to you. And it's difficult to be starting out your career. Indeed, in this remote world that we're living in, these are challenges that all young people face. But the pandemic has not treated everyone equally. Low-income communities, communities of color, essential workers have all disproportionately been affected by this crisis. And many of our students and their families are part of those communities. So 2020 has been a year of extraordinary challenge for the entire Summer Search community. But I'm happy to report to you tonight that Summer Search has risen to that challenge. And in many respects, 2020 has been a year of great success. While there are many heroes in the story of Summer Search's success this year, I'd like to highlight three groups among them. The first and foremost, of course, are our students. They have persevered and they have thrived in a year of unprecedented obstacles. Their determination, their courage, and their success are inspirations for us all. The second group of heroes that I would like to mention are our mentors. Summer Search mentoring has necessarily been intensified this year, not just because of the pandemic, but also because of the trauma caused by the racist violence, intolerance, and xenophobia, which are not just headlines for our students. They're real-life events that our students experience. Our young professional mentors do this job because they want to make the world a better place. And they have gamely taken on the challenge of working from home in this intensified atmosphere. We are so fortunate that these dedicated professionals have chosen to do the work of Summer Search. And the third group of heroes that I'd like to mention is you, our donors. 2020 was a year of broad-based economic uncertainty. But thanks to your generosity, particularly this year, Summer Search continues to be strong. In a year when many nonprofits have struggled and failed, we continue to serve as many students as we ever have. We are bringing on a vibrant new group of sophomores this spring. Our students are succeeding in college and in their careers, and the feedback we're getting from our students, our alumni, and their families is, we are so thankful for Summer Search right now. And so the feedback that I have for you tonight is exactly the same. We are so thankful for you right now because we're not out of the woods yet. Our students still need extra support. Our mentors are still working under difficult circumstances. And while there's reason for optimism, we have another year of uncertainty ahead of us. So I'm here to ask you to join me in donating generously to Summer Search tonight. Our theme tonight is Beyond Limits. And like our students who strive to go beyond their own limits, I am asking you to push the limits of your own generosity so we can continue to provide our students with the high level of support that they need and deserve. And to make that a little easier, every donation tonight of $1,000 or more will be matched by a $100,000 gift that we have recently received from an anonymous first-time donor. Donating is easy. You can click on the donate button on your screen, or you can text your donation to 41444. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. Thank you very much for your generosity. Have a good evening.